Hey everybody, it's Trixie. Welcome to the Underground. Another week. And here comes Labor Day soon. I'm going to start doing fairs in the Big E. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm going to be like dead. But here we go. I did go to the beach with my sister, her husband, and my 9-year-old niece. She would not stop talking, my niece. I don't know if I was like that, but I couldn't. 8 hours of nonstop talking? Who does that remind? Everybody's like, she reminds me of you. I stop talking once in a while. Unbelievable. She's got her own little, this is my show. And I'm like, oh, geez, it's like me. Very scary. So I attempt to go in the water. I figure August at Rhode Island, usually it's okay. But it was so cold, I was dying. My niece just strolls in like it was a bath. And me and my sister are screaming like every little bit. You know how you just put it a little bit at a time? Then the waves get you and you sink. It was horrific. But I stayed in. It was refreshing. Then I went back. We left the beach. I went to the bathroom, changed my clothes, and my phone drops in the toilet. So, yeah, nice. I don't know what's going on with me and my phone at the beach. Last year, it was ripped off in Atlantic City. And this year, but thank God I flushed the toilet. That was one good thing. Oh, it was so scary. Like I didn't get any kind of insurance on this thing. I should have the way I am. But, yeah, it was all right, though. This thing's pretty durable. I got the Otter box on it, so it was okay. I know I don't talk about this too often, but I'm kind of addicted to this show Poker After Dark because Jennifer Tilly played poker with all these guys. It's on at midnight on Saturday nights on the Vice channel, which is a perfect channel for this. And there's this guy on there, Antonio Stefandari, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's from Iran, but he lives in San Francisco. He's the nicest guy. He wins all the time. He was a former magician. And what was funny, Randall Emmett was on it too. You know who Randall Emmett is. He was Lala from Vanderpump Rules' fiance until they're fighting for custody and all that. But it was interesting to watch. But Antonio, he's so rich. He's getting a massage during the poker game. She was massaging everything. And then we went back from a commercial and she was on her knees. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So nobody was noticing it. No, the broadcasters weren't saying anything. I mean, I'd be talking about it if I was broadcasting there, like what's going on down there. But he takes out this wad of money and he's like, thank you. It was too funny. Just kind of cool life, I mean, I don't gamble or anything. We'll see what happens when I get to Foxwoods on my birthday. But I just thought it was hysterical. But yeah, Vice channel. It was the perfect channel for Poker After Dark. New pork regulations are happening here in Massachusetts. Pork prices may rise. Well, I'm getting used to this anyway. Who cares? I just like to spend money. Good, keep raising it on me. See what happens. The rules state pork, meat, and products can only be sold in stores if the pigs are raised with a sufficient amount of space. Even if the pig was raised slaughtered in another state. See? Got to abide by our rules. So they require pigs to have enough room to lie down, stand up, turn around freely, fully extend their limbs, and can throw a football 15 yards. So, it reminds me of that. Do you ever watch South Park? That Thanksgiving Day South Park, where they had that turkey that was kind of like the head was on the ground and they bring it to the slaughterhouse and all the other turkeys are perked up, and they were kind of picking fun at liberals, saying, we have to have them comfortable in the slaughterhouse and all that. And so they're showing a movie and all the turkeys are watching the movie, and then all of a sudden all their heads get cut off. But obviously the one that was leaning down, it got saved. It was kind of interesting, but it's just a different, the conservative view of what do you care if they're going to get killed anyway? But I mean, it's okay, really. The thought of it makes me sick that I eat meat, but it does not stop me from eating meat. I'm terrible. So I have a Apple Watch. This thing is like human. It keeps buzzing on me, and it's like Megan on my wrist. But probably in a week, I'm going to get nuts and throw it against the wall. So, just a little bit of sad news. This woman from California, store owner Laura Ann Carlton, in Lake Arrowhead, California. She was a mother of 9, not gay, but she had a pride flag outside her business, was murdered. over it. Can you believe this? So not only gays hated, but people that like gay people are hated. It's unreal. This guy, he was shot by police, and so he commits a crime, right? He shoots and kills her, and what happens? He runs off on foot. Brilliant. That's just brilliant. It reminds me of this woman that I knew, her best friend. She's not friends with her anymore, but she robbed a convenience store and then left the convenience store and then tried to catch a bus. Really, not really thinking ahead, are you? But I don't feel any sympathy. I know I'm not for the death penalty, but like if they get killed like that, oh well, no loss. I don't like people like this. Like, this is the way I look at it. You don't like gay people? You don't like the gay flag? That's okay. I don't care. But you got to go kill people for no reason? What is wrong with your life? Go get some help, will you? It's really disgusting. And she was supposedly like a really cool person. Her poor husband and 9 kids got to live without this nice woman. He had like pictures of a burning pride flag on his social media. Anti-Semitic, great guy. Favorable messages about shooting cops. He called same-sex marriage immoral. But murder is moral? Okay. I don't understand these people. They're sick in the head. Sick. The top 3 states for prescriptions for erectile dysfunction. Massachusetts. We got a lot of impotent guys over here. Hawaii number 2 and Connecticut number 3. Why are they all impotent over here in the Northeast? I'm trying to figure it out. I don't have to worry about that. I do not date men. I do not date anybody. This was according to a 2018 analysis by GoodRx Health. So I guess, it's just funny because like we pour so much money into like cancer research, but like erectile dysfunction was like solved in an hour. They have all these pills. We can't get like a vaccine for breast cancer. Like, it's just amazing what they care about. So, John, you're going to be surprised that I'm going to say this. I saw this on Fox. I don't watch Fox, but I saw this on Fox. A study found that 90% of Gen Zers are afraid of talking on their phone. I'm sorry to laugh. This was done by Australian researchers. Of course, they like to text. None of them can speak. They don't have any communication skills. It's just, look, I text and I'm not tied to the phone. Okay. I like it. I do it for business. I don't really like talking on the phone because I talk all day long, but, and I am a texter, but I like to communicate. I don't know why I feel bad for these kids that don't have any social skills. That's my only skill is talking. That's all I know how to do. Thank God I can make a living at it. A post on Reddit about a father declining to pay for his son's college tuition has gone viral. Titled, Am I the Asshole Father? His father gave his son a college fund at age 18, and the kid spent it on traveling and finding himself. And then he's like, okay, I'm done. I want to go to school. So the dad said no, and I agree with that. I don't think the dad's an asshole. I think that's okay. What? When I was 18, I really wasn't settled, and I went to college, and it was kind of a waste for me because I went for liberal arts. Like, I'm not going to become a teacher. So I was like, Ma, I'm not going to spend any more of your money. But I always tell people when I'm working, and I ask them, what are you doing for your home improvements? And they're like, kids in college. So I said, make them sign something if you're paying for their college that they will not put you in a nursing home. My mother threatens me every week. If you put me in a nursing home, I'm going to haunt you. And I believe her. She will. I saw this movie, The Flash. Do you guys know that? I forgot about that movie, The Flash, with Ezra Miller, that guy that has so many arrests and he's got so much controversy. The movie kind of flopped. And I don't think women went to see it because I didn't know he's trans or he identifies himself as they, them. So, and then when I was reading the article, I was very confused when the pronouns were they and them. It was hard for me to follow it. I just thought he was gay. I didn't know he was like, I don't know. I don't know what they, them really is. So I'm kind of like ignorant. The older generation of gay people don't get this stuff. I don't get it. I need a kid to explain it to me. I thought it was very strange. The special effects were kind of good. It was kind of hard to follow. Kind of like that movie, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Kind of in parallel universes. And he tried to prevent his mother from dying, so he went back and changed it. And then it kind of changed everything where Batman was Michael Keaton. Superman was now Superwoman because Christopher Reeve or whoever it was died on the way. It was strange. It was worth a watch, but it was a very long movie. So I got to see that last night. And so, bad week for kids with who just graduated from college with that valuable degree. According to LinkedIn data, job ads not requiring one are up 90%. 90%? Are you kidding me? They don't care about college degrees? I thought that you made so much money if you have a master's degree. Although I know people with degrees that don't use it for what they went to school for. Good news is that kid who spent his college fund on traveling. You don't need the degree, kid. Don't worry about it. You know, I think like for doctors, lawyers, business, there's a lot of things college is good for. It didn't work for me. I couldn't fit into that cookie cutter. And I found radio pretty soon in my life. So I was like, this is it. I'm home. As soon as I touched the mic, I was home. Brittany Spears is getting divorced. Did you hear she might go on tour with Madonna? I was thinking maybe, that sounds interesting. So the anniversary of, remember when they made out at the MTV Music Awards a long time ago? And she did kiss Christina Aguilera and Missy Elliott, but that didn't get any attention. I guess maybe she stayed longer on the lips. Who knows? But she spent 6 years with this guy, Sam Asghari, and she said 6 years is a long time to spend with someone. You're telling me, honey, I can't make it to 3 with anybody. Her husband filed for divorce. He wants spousal support. Come on, you're a guy. Can't you just work? I don't understand people that want to live off women. It's weird. And she said it's nobody's business, and honestly, she couldn't take the pain anymore. So, good. That's actually a healthy thing to say. The tabloids are saying he wanted more money than what the prenup said. What good is a prenup if you're fighting it? I thought prenups were like ironclad. People are in an uproar over that Spanish soccer chief that was Luis Rubiales. He apologized for kissing one of the Spain's World Cup winners on the lips. He apologized. She didn't like it. They want him to resign or they're not going to play. Well, they're done, aren't they? They won. I actually watched that because it was kind of exciting when there was goals. Watching the United States, it was like, oh my God, how do people like soccer? It was horrible. Jennifer Hermoso was the unlucky recipient of that kiss. I think if you're a woman and you're halfway decent looking, or even if you're not, men are going to do something to you. And like, I don't go crazy over like wanting to ruin a guy's life. I get it if you want to do that, demand they resign or apologize or all that. But, I don't even, and I know I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, I don't think some men can't help it. I mean, maybe, especially like Spanish, Italian, you're like really affectionate and you kind of, maybe do things that were okay in the 50s, but they're not okay now. Women are kind of different now. So, just a little bit about my Skins. Washington, they look good in the preseason. I was just watching, they beat the Ravens and ended their streak, and then I just watched them against Cincinnati. It was a pretty good team. Their first stringers weren't really in there. They got an interception. They have 2 touchdowns from the same guy. It was exciting to watch. They have like a winning mentality. I'm kind of happy about this. So Donald Trump, inmate number P01135809. Did you see his mugshot? He's selling it. He's making money off this. He's got t-shirts with the mugshot. He should have posed with a smile or something. He's got like a scowl on his face. Or at least put a picture when you look good in the 80s. He was kind of handsome in the 80s. But you can get like a coffee mug or a shirt. I don't know how much it is. But he went on his social media and he said, never surrender. This is right after he surrendered. So he is a good marketer. I have to say, can you imagine if I got arrested? I'm like, hey, get a picture of me with my mugshot. It's hysterical. American Horror Story is starting. I'm kind of excited. Starts in September with Emma Roberts. She's back in on it. And Kim Kardashian. What the heck is that? I didn't know she was an actress. I just knew she did that sex tape. It's called Delicate. But I'm a huge fan of American Horror Story. So, yeah, Trump was saying he was. I will proudly be arrested tomorrow afternoon in Georgia. I mean, he kind of makes me laugh. It's just kind of funny. I don't know. I wouldn't be too proud about getting arrested, but he does say it's political. All his fans say it's political. It might be political. That doesn't mean he's innocent. I just don't see 12 jurors agreeing on this, considering I know what it's like. I know that half the country loves him, half the country hates him, half the country really hates him. But I don't even think he's going to get pressed. I don't know. I don't think he's going to get found guilty of this. Tom Sandoval starring in that Fox reality series, Special Forces. They show him beaten up, okay, in the trailer. So I don't know what happened, but he says he wants to get beaten up because he's the world's most hated man, maybe after Trump. But he's got a bloody nose after some physical altercation. He said the whole country is pissed off at me. I had an affair and I want to take a beating. Oh, he's out there. He's out there. There's a blue moon coming up on August 30th. Woo! I love the moon. I love the moon. So look to the east after sunset to find it. So once in a blue moon, we get a blue moon. I don't know how. I think it's the only one this year. I did watch the Republican debate. Again, you're thinking I'm going to turn Republican. So I think that Nikki Haley actually did the best job. She looked like, foreign policy. What are you doing to me?
15 minutes.
Okay. She has the most foreign policy experience. The guy with the bushy eyebrows, I don't really know who he is. Is he from North Dakota or something? I don't know. I know you were asking about Vivek Ramaswamy. I think I can pronounce his name. I don't know. He's got nice teeth. I don't think he's likable. He was ranking on everybody. He said climate change was a hoax. Let's stick him in the floodwaters. I mean, come on. He says he wants to cut off Ukraine, cut off funds to Israel. Again, with that go it alone mentality, I don't... Nikki Haley's like, you have no foreign policy experience, and it shows. She was tough. And I wasn't really a fan of hers, but she really did good in the debates. He was saying, you're all bought and paid for, which was kind of, maybe it's true, I don't know. But Pence, I thought, did well. The poor guy, he's trying to defend himself over defending the Constitution. And Christie, they were getting booed. DeFascist, Ron DeFascist was, I don't think he's good. I really don't. Now, this guy could have charisma. He's good looking. He's intelligent. He does not speak well. He's got enormously large ears. He just doesn't come across well. Like when he talks, he was like a non-factor. And he's the one who's second to Trump. I think, yeah, forget it. I don't know about him. But I'd say Nikki Haley did well. Pence did well. And who else? There was one guy I thought that was... I thought Christie was okay because he doesn't care when people... Go ahead, boo! And even the announcers were like, the more you boo, the less topics we'll get to, and then they shut up. It was, I don't even understand that kind of wrestling mentality about booing and stuff. Don't you want to hear what they have to say? There's like 100 of them on the stage, and none of them can beat Trump. Okay, am I done? I hate to end it, but one more thing. The lowest wage that American workers are willing to take to accept a new job is $78,000. Can you believe it? Wow. Things are changing. Or is inflation that bad? The lowest is workers with a college degree, almost $100,000. And those without one, $63,300. That sounds about right. All right, I'm going to go on my bike. See you guys later. I got my sports bra on. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again next week.